Hello, my name is Allison Carmen. Welcome to my podcast, 10 Minutes to Less Suffering. And the name of today's podcast is Are You Stuck in One Way Thinking? And this has been on my mind lately because there has been a bird on my terrace. And about 10 days ago, the bird landed on a little branch of a bush. And this bird tried to fly through my closed terrace doors. So the bird would bang on the door, fall down to the ground, and then fly up to the branch and do it again. And this went on for about 15 minutes. And I kept thinking that the bird was going to fly away. And of course, I felt bad for the bird because it looks like the bird was hurting itself, but it just kept doing the same thing again and again. So, to my utter surprise, the next day, this bird came back twice and did the same exact thing. From the branch, tried to fly into the window, fell down, got back up. And every day since, other than today, this exact bird, it's a red bird, has come back and has done it again. I keep thinking to myself, why wouldn't the bird stop? The bird could fly anywhere. It could fly up, it could fly down, it could fly across. And it just wants to keep going on that branch doing the same thing. And then, of course, it occurred to me, how many times have we done this? How many times have we tried to do the same thing again and again, or to have the same thought again and again, or to not let go of something or want things to be different than they are? In a way, we are no different from the bird flying every day on that branch, flying into my terrace doors. And we all understand why we do this. We do this because things happen in life that we don't want. We didn't want a relationship to end. We didn't want to lose the job. We didn't want to have a problem that we have. We didn't want to invest in a stock that lost a lot of money. We just want things to be different. So we want to go back to the past and fix it and change it. Or sometimes we keep trying the same thing. We keep trying the same diet that doesn't work, the same workout routine. We try to go out with the same person and the relationship never works out. We keep trying to like a job we don't like. So every day we go on the branch and fly into the window. And we think life's not going our way. Life's not happening the way it's supposed to. And we don't realize that it's us. It's one-way thinking. It's just hard for us to be in this moment and realize that life is asking something different from us, that life has changed. There's a direction that causes us pain. There's a direction that causes us suffering. And it's up to us to look in another direction. It's up to us to do something different. You know, it kind of reminds me of the movie Madagascar, when the lion gets thrown out of the jungle. And there's a scene where he tries to get back in the door he was thrown out. And he never bothers to look that above him, below him, to either side. He could have entered the jungle, but he was just looking to get back in the way he was thrown out. So I understand that bird. We could all understand that bird. But if we really understood the infinite nature of life, the infinite nature of all the possibilities that surround us, and all we need to do is look around the door, around the window, around, there's so much empty space, but we have to be willing to let go. We have to be willing to let go of the life we thought we had. We have to be willing to let go of the past. We have to be willing to be present enough to look beyond the door, look around it, pull it away. Know that life is a field of infinite possibilities, and we could be on that playing field. And the reason we don't do it is because we think we don't have a choice beyond our past or beyond the thing we want. And that is why I always look at maybe. Because sometimes it's the only way my mind could expand. It's the only way that I could see beyond that one-way thinking, that one thought, my negativity or the past. I ask myself, what is my biggest fear? What is holding me back? We could all ask ourselves this. Life can only be good if I have the past back. I need this job to be good for me to be okay. I need this person to act differently so I can be happy. And then you ask yourself, are you absolutely certain any of these things are true? And the beauty of life is you can't be certain of anything, which means you cannot be certain that that is the only direction you can fly in to be happy. And then you could ask yourself, what else is there? Maybe there's another way. Maybe I can meet somebody new. Maybe I don't need that person to act a certain way to be okay. Maybe I am okay. Maybe I don't need life to look like my past to be okay. Maybe there's something new for me to experience in my lifetime. There's a story of a man who walked down the street and there was a big horse blocking his way. So he went home and didn't go to work. The next day, the man tried to go to work and there was a big horse blocking the street. So he went home and didn't go to work. Third day, the man walked down the street. There was a big horse in the road. So he went home and didn't go to work. The next day, he goes to a wise man. He says, "Wise man, every day I try to go to work and there's a big horse in the road. So I turn around and I go home. What should I do?" And the wise man says, "Take another street." I love that story because there's always another way. We're the only ones that look for certainty. We're the only ones that create that linear one-way thinking. If you could actually visualize it, actually just making believe there's a door and you just pull away from it and there's nothing surrounding it. And that door is that one-way thinking, but around the door, it's infinite. It's infinite. There's infinite space for you, for your life. Infinite possibilities, infinite ways for you to change, to grow, to meet new people, to get a new job, to fall in love, anything. And we just want certainty so badly. We just want to know we're okay. We just want to hold on to something. We want that ground that we're willing to just fly into that wall. But the minute you realize that we're only hurting ourselves, that we're suffering for no reason, and life is filled with maybe. Maybe I can find my way. Maybe there are many ways to be okay. Maybe that thought's not true. Maybe I should call my friend about that job. Maybe I need to go out more. Maybe tomorrow will show me a new path. Maybe I could just be open and life will show me the way. When you start to believe that, you are on the infinite field. And when you're on the infinite field, you are more likely to find the life you dreamed of, the life you're looking for, the thing you're seeking that's seeking you. I hope I do not see that bird tomorrow on that branch banging against that window. But if I do, it will remind me of letting go. It will remind me that I'm not stuck. It'll remind me to leave my home and take a walk. It will remind me to plan that trip. It will remind me to think about that new idea, that new article, that new book. It'll remind me to tap into my heart and ask myself, what does my heart want today? And I hope you do the same thing. What does your heart want? What do you want for your life? You are not stuck. You never are. We put ourselves in a limited box. Life does not. Walk outside your house. Go outside your thoughts and do the maybe practice, because maybe everything you dream of is still possible. And maybe there's so much more than you can imagine. And most of all, maybe the best is yet to come. Thank you for listening to this podcast today. If you'd like to get in touch with me, you can email me at allison@allisoncarmen.com. If you'd like to read my books, The Gift of Maybe, A Year Without Men, Maybe Everything's Okay, A Parent's Guide to Less Stress and Worry, they're available at all major bookstores and online retailers. If you'd like to buy my Maybe cards or my Maybe journal, they're available on Amazon, Etsy, and my Stan store. And most of all, if you like this podcast, hope you subscribe and leave a comment.